Hi, I really want to say that I have worked very deep with myself, for since 2012, and I have so many deep things, and I have so many things that I have solved with myself and within myself, and I still have some karma left with my family to solve, but not that much anymore because I have done a lot of the work. So much of the tools that I can offer you and give to you and teach you away on my Patreon profile will help you so much, because it's helped me so much. And I was working so much with I have worked so much with myself the last 2 years, especially the 2 years, and but now it was a period in a half year or maybe a year that I was working almost every day, but now I'm really working deep with myself, maybe 3 days in a week, and I use the rest of the week of to integrating and really grounding it in, because that's the half of the work. You have to embody it, and that's also a lot of my main karma because I have my north node in. But I really recommend you to watch the rest of this video and the other clip, and I really have this experience and work deep with my trauma, and I know that it can be painful, but if you are my experience that if I'm doing the work, it's my experience that it's less to heal, and if I'm had waited to do the work, it will probably have been more to heal. So I wish you a great life, and maybe I see you here or there on a Patreon or on a future course. Namaste. I love you so much, and don't shoot the messenger. I have a lot of tools to help you with. Namaste. Hi, good morning. For me, it's a morning here in Norway where I'm currently living now, and I'm feeling very cold to have a talk a little bit about the victim and the abuser, because I have worked with that and have struggled to work with that for many years, and I will give you my insights of what I have learned to now, and at the same time I'm also very strong. I'm also a very strong mature. I will write it down there in the text. Martyr in Norwegian, martyr, where the victim is and the abuser is very connected to the root chakra, the first chakra, and where the base of the spine is, and the red color, and the second chakra, the orange chakra, is very connected to the martyr, and the martyr is really working hard, and can push her or himself too hard, and the victim is really connected to the root chakra, because when you're really grounded and under space, then you also have a very much energy left over, and it's a deep understanding, but everything is coming to me, so don't give me all the information at once, please. Slow down. So my experience when I was going to Clairvoyant school for many years ago, I went there for over 7 years, 7.5 years, and I saw and I understood that many of the people there had very problems with root chakra, sacral, and solar plexus chakra, all the three lowest chakras. And I could see and understand both of my experience and my experience of the other ones, that many of them were leaking energy in the 3 lower chakras, and they were also leaking in the energetic field and in the aura. That's something. So it's very important to work also with the victim and the abuser energy. It's a very deep understanding that we are all one, love, and everything I am doing to another person, I'm actually doing it to myself. So if I am an abuser, that I'm not anymore, if I'm doing something against another person's or another creature's will, I'm actually doing that by myself, to myself. Therefore, if I'm doing something like that, conscious or unconscious, it's very hard. It's not not possible to be a victim or an abuser if you are both divine masculine and divine feminine inside your heart. So namaste is this sacred union within your heart. So when you're really balanced, clear, pure in your body, mind, body and spirit, pure in mind, body and spirit. That's a very secret and very important to understand. You know, you have to be pure. You know, to get off the victim and the abuser side. I think that was enough about victim and abuser. So when you are doing something about yourself to another person, you're actually doing it to yourself. Therefore, you are both the victim and the abuser in all your relationships. And the leaking, so it's so many things you can do to heal yourself. One thing is using the violet flames. I'm going to teach a lot about this in especially my Patreon profile, and probably a lot in my future courses. And I'm also very called. This is not my life task, but some star beings are really calling me into holding course where they are really learning to be sovereign and connecting with these star beings. So if this is really relating to you, please check out my event page. I will link it here, so just check my event link here, and I will always update this link. But this course here I will not have that often because this is not my life task, but maybe in the future I will have it more often. But now, maybe in this summertime here in Norway in 2022, I will probably only have it once, and that will probably be the 14 and 15 of July. Then it's the moon is also, I was channeling it down, and the moon is actually in the lion those 2 days. So we'll see which day. I will channel it afterwards and make an event tomorrow actually, make the event. And to this I also have my Chiron in Taurus, and a lot of my wound that I have actually healed a lot of my wound, and that is also in my 12th house. My Chiron is in 17 degrees Taurus, and this is very connected to my life choices. And when I have it in the 12th house, it's very connected to the Pisces energy, and the Pisces is really about the boundaries and have no boundaries, and it's really connected to be not in jail, but in this they can feel that they are trapped and not free. And my Chiron and my wounded soul wound is very connected to this. I have worked with this a lot, so that this course is really giving you tools to be sovereign and really own your space and own your body and own your electric field, you know, because when you are in this holy, divine, masculine, feminine inside, nobody can enter your field if you have done the work, if you have cleared your karma. Your karma is actually just actions, you know, and everything is happening now. If you have heard on many of the gurus, they are saying there is only now. And why is it, why are they saying this? There is only now? Because the future, the now, the present, and the past is happening at the same time. So when you are changing yourself, you are changing your energy field, then you are changing your future. The future timers will direct or redirect or change, and your path and the timelines in your path will be changed. This is a very fast tool, you know, to heal yourself. But you have to do the work anyway. You have to go deep inside your trauma and everything. I feel that this is enough for this video for YouTube now. So when I'm making this video now, it's actually a conjunction between Uranus and Venus on 16 degrees on Taurus, almost 100% on my Chiron. And for me, this is really activating it. And as I am understanding it, Venus and Uranus, I can talk a lot, probably a half hour, 30 minutes about each. But the short thing is about, say, about Uranus, that Uranus is working over the sacral chakra, and Venus is working over the Anya, or the third eye, brown eye chakra. So for me, this is really activating my wounded part, and that I have healed a lot, and I'm feeling really called to help you, to give you my tools. And this morning, or this night, I had this terrible night of sleep. I was laying awake almost all night, and I was feeling this morning, oh, I'm getting so much upgrades, I don't get enough sleep. I really want to just relax. And I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe I can just continue laying in my bed 1 or 2 more hours, and then I will feel great. No. So after a little while, I forced myself out. I did some exercises, and I knew that taking a shower for me is very great, because when I'm showering myself, I'm cleansing my body and my aura and my electric field at once, cleansing me in many other ways that I'm also going to teach away. A lot of violet flames, and really owning my space, and doing my meditations, and just within 1 hour, I was out of this victimhood, you know. And it's a very important also to understand that if you have seen the Matrix video, you know, many, the 3 or 4 movies, I don't remember how many there are now in 2022, all of them is about lower frequency interferences. And Neo is actually giving a choice, and my wounded Chiron in Taurus is all about choice. What do I choose? I know so much now. I have so much information. I have so much knowledge. I have worked so deep with my souls. I have so many tools. So for me, and also for you that is watching this video now, everything now is about choices. The collective field has all the experience that they need to have. They have experienced everything in the now, future, and the past. Everything we have to do is just collapsing everything inside our hearts, get healed. And if you think that you have to experience everything that you desire, maybe you should experiencing some of it, but the interferences and the lower frequency interferences is actually ruling over us, and they are keeping us in a jail, you know, and without us understanding it, without us picking it up, because they are working through 4D. They are working through the timelines. They can see the timelines much easier than regular people. They can read it by the third eye, you know, and by understanding a lot of things, the lower frequency can feed on actually our energies. And this is the Matrix movie. It's all about this, you know. This is so fucking important to understand. If you're watching this video for now, I worked deep with this crap and shit. So they are using your wound, they are using my wound, you know, your Chiron, to make you take choices that you're continuing being inside this trap, you know. And the only way out of this is to understand what are they doing, how are they interrupting you, how are they keeping you inside this rat wheel, you know. They are probably laughing, you know, when they are tricking me and tricking you, and at the same time they are using our energies, you know. So I feel this is enough now. I have worked a lot with my Chiron, so feel free to join my Patreon profile. I will give away a lot of my tools there. After a while I will make different videos. I have already started to make them, so feel free to join me. And with many of my tools I can almost guarantee you that you will be more sober again. Maybe not 100%, but I will give you tools that will really lift you up, you know. And don't forget that all your choices, everything that you choose will choose your direction in the future, which path do you want to go to. So every time you're making a choice, your guides and everybody else are making a new different path for you, and you can redirect it. You can choose another timeline for yourself whenever you want. And the stronger you are, the more connected you are, the more grounded you are, the more you're owning your field, you can actually do when you're doing these life-changing choices, because everything is happening now, in the future, and in the past. When you're doing a big life-changing choice, you can probably sometimes experience that this is rippling out to the collective field, to everybody, to all the people. And I have experienced this sometimes, and this one, whoa, I didn't knew that this choice would have this good consequence, you know. And then you can probably ask yourself, if you are making a choice and you know that this choice is not good for you, how, and if you are a very strong light bearer, you know, and working with the collective field consciously, if you are consciously making a bad choice, you know, nothing is bad or right, but you probably understand what I'm meaning. If you are making a choice that is not for your highest good and the highest good of all, this maybe make it harder for the collective field too. So this was everything I wanted to share today. I wish you a fantastic, great morning, day, evening and night, wherever you are, and I hope that you still is watching this video. And everything that I know I have learned, I will teach away my tools about so many things that will help you to clear your karma. But not just the tools, because your choices is the number one and your actions. Namaste, we are all one. I hope to see you on Patreon in the future, or my future courses. I'm not that a strong victim anymore, you know, but now this was maybe the final little twitch that this was so important for me to understand. So I have had this video on my list, you know, for about 4 or 5 months, but today I feel that now I was ready. Now I can finish this. Now I can teach this away. And in February, the same and the same um, the same star seeds, or the same star family, was actually asking me to making this course in February this year, in 2022, and I wanted me to hold it in Mars, I think it was, but I didn't take it. But now I'm choosing to say yes. And I will not offer this so many times. So I hope you see there, or in another similar course in the future. Namaste, you're all one, and I love you so much. I hope I see you. Much love.